two worlds separated by space, one rich, lush, and brimming with luxury, the other barren, harsh, and bound by radical ideals. Between them walks a man, alone, brilliant, and determined to build a bridge no one believes can exist. Today we dive into The Dispossessed, a groundbreaking science fiction novel by Ursula K. Le Guin, first published in 1974. It's subtitled An Ambiguous Utopia, and for good reason. This is not just a story about space or science, it's about society, freedom, power, and the cost of living by your ideals. The novel is set in a distant star system with two habitable planets, Uranus and Inaris. Uranus is wealthy, full of natural beauty, cities, and resources, but it's also divided, ruled by powerful nations, plagued by inequality and steeped in systems of capitalism and patriarchy. Inaris, by contrast, is a desolate moon colonized by exiles who rejected Uranus's oppressive systems. Here they built a society based on anarcho-syndicalism, a decentralized, non-hierarchical system that shuns property, government, and even personal ambition. It's a world built on cooperation and mutual aid, but also scarcity, social pressure, and isolation. At the heart of this story is Shevik, a brilliant physicist from Inaris. He is working on a revolutionary theory, one that could allow instantaneous communication across the universe. But even in a society that claims to be free, Shevik finds himself silenced, not by the state, there is none, but by bureaucracy, groupthink, and a fear of individual greatness. Disillusioned, Shevik makes a bold decision. He will travel to Uranus, the world his people abandoned centuries ago. There, he hopes to share his work, find intellectual freedom, and perhaps build a bridge, both scientific and ideological, between the two worlds. Le Guin tells the story through a non-linear structure, alternating between Shiver's life on Inaris and his journey on Uranus. This back and forth creates a powerful contrast, not of good versus evil, but of different imperfections. She forces us to ask, what does it really mean to be free? Can a society be truly just? Is it possible to have progress without oppression? And is utopia ever truly achievable, or is it always just out of reach? The brilliance of The Dispossessed lies in its ambiguity. Neither society is painted as perfect. Inaris is harsh and conformist. Uranus is seductive but corrupt. Shevik, caught between the two, becomes a symbol of the struggle for true communication, between individuals, between cultures, and between ideals. Ursula K. Le Guin wasn't just a science fiction writer, she was a literary visionary. Born in 1929, the daughter of a cultural anthropologist, she grew up steeped in stories about different ways humans live. Le Guin used speculative fiction not to escape reality, but to examine it. In The Dispossessed, she doesn't offer easy answers. Instead, she builds entire worlds to ask better questions. Her works have won Hugo, Nebula, Locus, and National Book Awards, and she's often credited with reshaping science fiction into a tool for philosophical exploration. 50 years later, The Dispossessed remains one of the most thought-provoking works in science fiction. It's a mirror, held up not to the future, but to us. Its questions about technology, society, freedom, and the dangers of both capitalism and idealism are more relevant today than ever. Shevik's journey is not just between planets. It's a journey through ideology, identity, and the human desire to connect, no matter the cost. If you've ever wondered what freedom really means, or what a better world might look like, The Dispossessed may not give you the answers, but it will make sure you never stop asking the questions.